Hello everybody, this is El Do-It-Yourself Guy. I just want to take a minute to kind of show you guys the process of installing a aftermarket radio on a 2001 Toyota Tacoma. I bought a Kenwood aftermarket radio and a harness for the Toyota and a dash kit for the Toyota. So this is pretty much the dash kit that comes with the for the Toyota Tacoma. So you buy this one. There's different types of dash kit. The one that I bought is made for the stock radio. That's the big one like this. That takes the whole, I guess they would call it a double din radio. Some other Tacomas just have the little one that's just the CD without the cassette, and I think for that one you'll need a different dash kit, or you might not need a dash kit. I'm not 100% sure, but for this one, since it's got this radio, I bought this dash kit right here from Metra. That's the brand. So pretty much it comes with everything you need. It comes with different little face plates. On the direct instructions, they will tell you which one you use for your model vehicle. What you want to do when you take out the stereo, there's a bunch of videos on how to do that, so I didn't want to bore you with that. What you want to do after you take out the radio, these little brackets come attached to your stock radio right here. What you want to do is make sure when you take those out, you unscrew those and you keep these. Do not throw them away, because you're gonna have to use them to be able to install the aftermarket radio. So the dash kit that I bought, it tells you exactly which pieces to use for your vehicle. See this little piece right here? I had to put that piece in order to be able to use these little brackets. So once you get this piece, I think it's they call it number 2 piece, screwed on there, you screw it on there, and then you put the bracket on there. So it goes in like that, and this is where the screws go in to the truck. Like that. Okay. So what you want to do is, let's see if I can do this with one hand without. Take it, and the brackets, they have their little letters right there where it says left or right. So all you gotta do is find this one right here. You can tell it's got a little lip on it, and you just put it and it fits in just like that. And it just takes 2 screws, one there and one here. So most of the times when you buy an aftermarket radio, it comes with this little bracket. For some vehicles, you're gonna have to keep it and pull these little tabs out in order to make it work. But for the Toyota Tacoma 01, you don't have to. You just take it out in order to access these little holes to be able to put the bracket on there. I'll show you in a little bit what it looks like after I put it in. Okay guys, so I realized something that I did wrong. Make sure whenever you put these little side pieces on the little pocket that you put it in with the right side. See, this one says right, and I put it on the one that says left. You can see it right there. Make sure you put it Make sure you match the letters, or if not, it's gonna be a big problem and you're gonna have to take it apart again and do it again. Alright, so I got it installed. This is what it looks like after you install the bracket correctly and on the right side. The little dash kit that I got, it came with these screws, but the ones that you connect the bracket to the aftermarket radio, which are these yellow looking ones or copper looking ones, they are the ones that came off the stock radio. So make sure you keep all your little screws so you can reuse them. All right, well, I'm gonna try to install it, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like after I hook up the wires to the back. All right, so I got everything hooked up, and let's see if this thing works. I was having problem with a couple of the wires in the back that came with the harness that came with the radio, or is the harness that I bought for the truck. I'm not sure. I'll show you in a little bit, but I didn't know where to put it because you pretty much just match all the colors, and there was this one that I didn't have any other wire to match to. But let's see if it works, and I'll show you in a little bit. If it does work, I'll show you how I hooked it up. Okay. Okay, yeah. That's the radio. I had already turned it on before this, so let's switch the stations. Let's see if the memory thing works. Sometimes if you don't hook it up correctly, one of those wires is a constant power, I guess, which means that it's always on, and that's what allows your aftermarket radio and your stock radio, obviously, to, I guess, remember all the saved stations that you've saved on your radio, and it also keeps the clock on your little screen the same. That way you don't have to go in there and set it each time. That little constant power always keeps it, it remembers it for you. So that's why you got to have that wire connected correctly. So let's see if it works. Okay. Yep. Well, so far so good. So let me show you how I hooked everything to the back without messing it up. Alright, so obviously this is for a mic that came with the radio. This is the antenna. You don't have to buy, I guess depending on the stereo that you buy. This one, I didn't have to buy an antenna adapter. It just goes straight into the little hole that it came with. Alright, so this is the harness that came with the radio, and this is the wires that I was talking about. You see this right here? I guess it says steering wheel remote input. I didn't have a steering wheel remote input, so I left that just like that. This other wire, the mute, I don't have a mute button, so I left that. And this is the only one that I was kind of curious about. It says P continuous, so it says power continuous, so I didn't know where to hook it up to. Antenna continuous, I guess, or antenna, I don't really know. Anyways, I was looking up a bunch of information, and this one's supposedly for if you have like a power antenna, you know, the ones that go in and out of your hood. And some of the people were saying this is the wire that you use in order to have a continuous power source to your radio. You know, that way it'll keep all the information that you've saved on there, or the way that all the stations and the time and stuff like that. But I didn't hook it up to nothing because the aftermarket harnesses that it came with didn't come with a wire that looked like that. See, this one it's blue and white, and there was a blue over here, but it's not blue and white. So I just hooked the red and the blue together and spliced it into the red one that goes to the back of the radio that came with the harness from the radio. And everything else you just hook up the same. So I'm not 100% sure if that's the way that this power wire is supposed to stay, or if I'm supposed to hook it up, or if I'm gonna have problems later on. But as of right now, it works. I saved a couple stations, they work. I guess I gotta set the clock and then turn it off and turn it back on and see if it works. But yeah, so this little harness and this one you buy aftermarket just specifically for your Toyota. You can order it on a Crutchfield. I went to Best Buy and got all this stuff for about 120 bucks, 130 with the radio and this. No, I lied to you, about 140. That includes the radio, all the harness, the dash kit. So yeah, you pretty much, like I said, all you gotta do is just match your colors, you know. And then once you crimp everything up, you tape it, you hook it to the back to your harness that are coming out of the vehicle, and then you hook the other piece back here to the back of the radio, and that's pretty much it. Thank you. Please subscribe. Alright, so this is what it looks like once it's installed. I still gotta put the little heater stuff up here. Alright, so the instructions on this radio, or pretty much the dash kit that this stuff comes with, says put this little piece on, you know, onto the, well, no, this little piece comes with the radio already, like that. Well, I don't know if the radio that you guys buy is gonna have the same problem, but I had that problem where once I put this in and I tried to put the little stuff back in, this whole piece back in, it wouldn't go in because this thing was too thick. So I had to take it off the head unit just to make it fit, and it was not gonna be able to go back in, but it's okay. It still looks pretty good. I'm just gonna leave it off. I don't know if you guys are gonna have that problem, but I figured I'd tell you just in case you try to slam this stuff back in. I thought it was the clips, but it's not the clips, it was this thing that was blocking it. Yep. All right, thank you.